You feel like home.
What's up everybody, my name is Sen, welcome back to the channel, and for today's video, where we are actually back on Reddit. This post made by the user Paradise Prime: do win-loss streaks affect your enjoyment? The question at hand wasn't so much about them being affected by win-loss streaks, but more so about the people that potentially do. While a majority of the games that I play are fighting games, the conversation doesn't necessarily have to stop there. Undoubtedly, I think everyone gets affected by a win-loss streak, whether that be more significantly or less. But for instance, a loss streak in fighting games versus a game like Marvel Rivals or League of Legends or whatever other competitive types of games are look dramatically different, where a losing streak in something like League of Legends could be multiple hours, where a 10 losing streak in fighting games could be 1 hour. Listen man, I am just as susceptible as everyone else is to frustration, you know. Semblances, I think naturally you're going to handle a win streak a lot better than you are a lose streak. On a win streak, you're definitely more likely to, like, you know, be happy or pop off or get excited or whatever it may be. But as opposed to a losing streak, you're obviously more frustrated to tilting and getting frustrated or like raging. You know, some people go as far as breaking controllers.
He's got to be sad. You got to be salty after that because he hadn't won the previous round.
Whoa,
Whoa,
he threw a stick. He is
What are you
that
doing?
salty.
I'm looking down at this controller in my hands. I'm like, dude, that costed money, like good money. And I don't know if I want to spend the amount to get that product back. Now, what I do, if I'm having a particularly lengthy... This isn't per se tied to like winning or losing streaks or anything like that, but if I'm on a particularly lengthy session of fighting games or whatever it may be, I will then play a little game with myself where I limit myself to 3 lives, where if I lose 3 times, the session's over, I gotta call it quits. But if I lose a life and then win 3 sets in a row, I gain that life back, where the session could continue, but it's up to my own performance. That could totally be altered to however you see fit, whether you for the whole session just want to give yourself 10 lives and whatever happens happens, or 5 or whatever it may be. Alter it to how you will, but I just know that works best for me in a particularly long session. The thing that's more frustrating than anything is modern for me. I despise modern so much. Like, you really have to play around it as a whole, and it just makes you approach playing the game so differently. I have a hard enough time fighting the character as is and getting these ideas and like a game plan formed against this character because I'm not too familiar with the character. Like, I've fought her a bunch, but I still don't have any really good ideas in the game plan yet. And then, God, I really do hate fighting modern. I think the thing that's going to affect your mood the most when it comes to a win or a loss streak depends on how seriously you actually take the game. Unfortunately, I take Street Fighter super seriously, and Street Fighter is a frustrating formula to begin with. Like, dude, Something about losing in Street Fighter is the most frustrating thing ever. I cannot place it, could not tell you what it is, and I think it's just because when you lose in Street Fighter real bad, you feel real stupid. If you've been a long-time viewer of the channel, my previous fighting game that it took super duper seriously was Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, undoubtedly, I got frustrated when I was losing a lot in that game too, but I also got to the point where I was good enough to know why I was losing. Losing and not knowing why fucking sucks and can totally turn you off from playing a game. But I got to the point where I was fighting content creators and streamers and professionals as well. I think I fought Cloud once, and then I fought Nitro as well, one of the best, if not the best, player for Dragon Ball FighterZ at the time. And we played a set, we played 8 games, and he won 7 of them, and I was just happy to win the one, but you know, I was able to tell that there was a difference in skill. But if I were to play this game now, I wouldn't take it as seriously because I'm not competitively invested in the game. You know, same thing goes for a lot of these other games, dude. I know I'm gonna get dog walked in Marvel 2. I know if I boot up Injustice, the chances of me losing are very high. Same thing with Marvel Infinite, Marvel 3, any of the old Street Fighters, Ultra Street Fighter 4, but I have a good time with these games. And I have a good time with Street Fighter 6, it's just I'm my own biggest critic at this point. I expect more from myself. And that's why if I'm losing, I'll get frustrated because I have higher expectations. But you guys let me know. How do you sit when you are facing a win or a lose streak? How do you kind of temper your expectations? What's some advice you could give to like easily frustrated players? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.